Hey guys, bringing our KRX in to get dynoed. So we're gonna see what turbo numbers are, what actually are with the forced turbos. Hey guys, Andrew from McNasty Customs. So we haven't really put out a lot of content in the last week and a half or so because we've been actually very busy. Very busy doing what, you ask? Pulling our hair out. See my hair's missing? My KRX1000 is making me go bald. Well, maybe a turbo kit wasn't what to do. So we bought the forced turbo kit and they say it's a bolt-on. We followed their instructions. We went by everything they said. Their instructions tell you, bolt this on, change this, bolt this on, and then wire in a 3-bar mass airflow sensor versus the 2-bar, that's stock, 2-wire. And that's what it says right in the instructions. So once you do that, the thing doesn't even start. It won't even start. It'll start up. Well, it'll crank over, it'll pop once and shut off. That's all it will do. And I follow the instructions and I'm like trying to figure what the hell's going on here. So I call them. I don't get a hold of them all weekend because they're not there. So now my machine doesn't run all weekend. So then I finally get a hold of them and they said, oh yeah, that's not going to run. You have no map. You have no tune. I have no map and no tune. They sent me the DynoJet programmer from their shop. So they put it in the same box. It wasn't shipped separately from another place. It wasn't shipped separately, or and they didn't have it, so they couldn't put a tune in it. They didn't mail me a tune. They didn't anything. They took it in their shop, put it in the box with the turbo, never uploaded the tune so you could even start it, and sent it to me. Then weren't around all weekend, so I couldn't have any way to start it. But their instructions say, when starting it, this is what to do from this point forward. So that's not even something that can even happen. So their instructions are wrong. Multiple things were wrong in the instructions. They're telling you where the map sensor even was to wire it in. They're telling you it's at the back of the machine when it's in a seriously difficult spot, on top of the fuel rail, on top of like the engine where the valve cover is and so on. They're telling you it's at the back of the machine like in the airbox. That's what it says. And then their charge tube that I got was 1.25 inches too long. I had to chop the aluminum charge tube and weld it back together, aluminum, I said take it back together and stuff. For me, that's not a big deal. I own a shop and I can do that stuff. Who is gonna buy this kit and do it in their driveway and have these pieces that they can't do anything with? I mean, you can't really install the kit without having to bring it to a shop and have it chopped. Then when you bring that thing, your charge tube, and have it shortened and you go and you put this thing together, there's no way to start it because it has no program, no tune in the programmer that they don't tell you about, and they're telling you as it runs, this and that, this is how to data log it. So I'm gonna throw up a few little videos of trying to dyno this thing. So far right now, let's throw up some dynos. Let's just show you what's going on here real quick. I mean, it is a beautiful exhaust system. The welds are beautiful, the pieces are beautiful. We had a few issues with a few of the pieces during the install. One was the rubber boot on the end of the exhaust, the air, right here, on the intake. They gave us a stainless steel plug to put in the breather hose of the airbox, and it instantly was cross-threaded and I could not tighten it up, so I got a rubber boot and put it over the airbox. So that was one issue that I had. Another issue I had with the instructions themselves was the map sensor. So it goes from a 2-wire map sensor to a 3-wire map sensor. And they kept saying it's at the back of the machine, wire it, it's at the back of the machine. It's actually up and under here on top of your throttle bodies. Extremely short and hard to get to without pulling the bed. So to wire that, it was very hard, and I got to it. You see it right here. And I had to wire that under there from a 2-band to a 3-band. And I didn't pull the bed because obviously in the bed I'd have to pull the speaker box out. And if you guys have any of these factory speaker boxes from Kawasaki, you're going to understand that it is a nightmare of harnesses. The amps inside the box, the lights are in the box, and everything else. So you don't want to pull the bed if you don't have to, so I wired it through here. And it was a nightmare, but I got it up and running. Then the minute you wire that in, that's it. So if you don't wire this mass airflow in and you leave it stock, this machine will start from where this, after you install your turbo kit. The minute you wire that 3-band in, this thing will not start at all. And for some reason, they did not send any program. They sent me the dyno jet in the box with the turbo kit, so it left their actual shop with the dyno jet in the box with 0 of a tune in it. Once you put it in, you have to call them. They have to give you this first fat tune, and this fat tune, this thing doesn't run and doesn't move. Go slower on the ramp up. Yeah, so fat.
Let's try update. See.
As you're getting into it, it has so rich up top that it starts breaking up and firing, and you can't give it any more than 3/4 throttle. And that right there came off like 88 rear wheel horsepower. So the machine makes like 79 rear wheel horsepower factory. We're at 88. Then we have the better of all the tunes, and we ran that, and we can get it to about 108 or 112 rear wheel horsepower, and that's so fat that we can only give it a little more than 3/4 throttle, and after that we can't do anything. So we never got to even put that thing to the floor, where it just dropped off the dyno, the scale incredibly fast. It was just not running right. So we've been on the phone for 2 days, 5 tunes, an entire weekend gone where we couldn't get a hold of them. Never started when they said it would start right out of the box. Programmer came with no tune or anything in it, which that doesn't make any sense to me. And then some of the fabrication, there's a couple other little things. The kit itself is beautiful. It's a beautifully welded, TIG welded stainless steel, the turbo, the head pipe, all the lines, the way they got it. It is a beautiful fabricated kit. But the issue is they don't have any real way of having this thing tuned. They are still running into these issues. I've heard of a couple of people that have these things. We've been on multiple Facebook pages and so on. A few people are running and they said it's still not cleaned up. It's running good, it's cleaned up. A couple of people have blown their engines because of the tunes and it's not running right. Clearly, Max, and that's not running at all now. And then a lot of people are saying that there's, so the dyno jet, to try to get it to work with the 3-band is what's so hard. So the power programmer, nobody's really using that. They don't really have tunes for this turbo kit. This turbo kit should not have been sold to the public when it doesn't have any way to use it without damaging your engine. I mean, I'm gonna try, we're gonna go back tomorrow. I got the boost tube over here. I'm going to weld the bung in it right now. So this is the tube that I already chopped. I'm going to weld the bung in this end of it where it goes into the actual the airbox. So this is the end that goes in the airbox. Right here where you're looking at, I'm going to put a bung, and we're running an actual autometer gauge, boost gauge, so we could see what the actual boost is, because we can't trust anything. We don't know where we are. We're having nothing but problems with everything. Is it a boost issue? Is it a fuel issue? Is it a timing issue? We got no idea, and neither do they. They're not helping us with pretty much, I mean, they are. They're answering the phone. Bryce is answering the phone. He's trying to help us, and he's trying to do it. I just don't understand this kit. You charged me thousands of dollars for a kit that said it was bolt-on and ready to go. You have videos of KRXs using the kit. But I got nothing for days. I'm going on day number 3 of dyno time. I've rented the dyno for 3 days to try to get this machine to run right. How much longer am I going to have to go on and keep renting a dyno? When is this going to end? I don't even have a machine I can drive onto the trailer. I barely have something I can drive onto the trailer. I mean, but I don't, I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated. 3 days, it's going on. Today's number 2, tomorrow's day number 3. So we'll have more video for you tomorrow. 3 days are going on a dyno with 0 results because today he gave us his best tunes that he said he's recently just worked on. He said, this week I worked on 2 KRXs, and these are the 2 tunes for it. These are the best tunes I have. We put them on, and one won't even, you can't even run. It barely even runs, and the other one, I mean, it runs up to about 3/4 throttle and jumps off. So, I mean, I'm not blowing my engine in my 112 mile, 120 mile KRX with some turbo kit that was all researched and developed and ready to go. I mean, these guys are good fabricators, but they not on the tuning level as far as I'm concerned right now, and they don't even know what to do to help us. So tomorrow I'm going to re-gap the plugs just on my end of it. And because it doesn't say anything about that, and they don't tell you anything about that, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to, close up the gap a little bit, just try, obviously a boost application. Even though this is only 5 pounds of boost, it's like nothing. You shouldn't have to do any of this stuff for such little amounts of boost. But I don't know, guys. So keep an eye out for video 2. You can see what's going on here in this video, and I don't know, man. At this point, I'm ready to take this kit off. And I'm ready to kick it back to the freaking goddamn where it came from. I don't want this piece of junk $4,000 kit on my thing that's gonna just be, the reason I'm on a dyno, it's not just gonna be ready to blow up. I got it on a dyno because I don't trust anyone's tunes anyway, so I might as well just see where it is, spend a little extra money, and just make sure it's safe. This way I don't have to worry about it blowing up 10, 20, 30 miles out in the woods. But now, I don't even know what to say. It's a complete goddamn disaster, man. I am very unimpressed with the idea of the thing. The actual quality in the welding, like I said, is beautiful, and I'm very impressed. It's very nice. You can see in another video that we have how nice the walk around of that kit is. It's beautiful. But this should not have been sold to the public. This is ridiculous. And so we're going on all these pages, we're talking to all these people and so on, and they are telling me the same thing. I can't get mine to run. I can't get it to run right. It runs fat. It just doesn't make the power it's supposed to. I'm losing all kinds of torque with it. I'm not happy with the kit. The kit shouldn't have been on the market. Multiple people are saying this. So, let's see what happens when we go back to the dyno tomorrow, because I'm not going to go day 4 and 5, because these guys going to, I mean, I'm the one paying for all this, and they, I don't know. It's not running right. Oh boy, try this tune here. So, maybe we'll supercharge it. Let's see if we can talk to the guys. No, all right. We'll save that for another video. Guys, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. We're going to continue this video, and we're going to see what we got. Oh, you're going to see what I got, which is not much. Crap. McNasty rules.